to another episode of Ink It. I'm your host Abe, and today we're going to continue with a series that we have based on Justice League, the movie that is, man, that movie is it's insane. And we're going to bring you number 2, Aquaman.
Okay, let's start with character number 2, Aquaman. What a character. Let's start with the sketch of the face. Let's make sure that, okay, we know where the nose and the eyes are going to be. This cross right here that I just did is something it's very common for you to do when you're an artist, when you're an illustrator. That gives you pretty much a basic idea where the eyes are going to be and the nose is going to be, where it's the middle of the face. And it's something that you should get used to doing. It will help you, pretty much figure out what the eyes and nose is going to be, which is the most important part of the face. And then from there, you just start doing the mouth and any other feature from the sketch. Now let's do the eyes. Now this character, it's not the usual Aquaman I grew up watching. This is more like the new Aquaman, the one in the movie. What a great character, definitely love it. It has more like a strong personality to it. Let's see, let's do the eyebrows. Yeah, okay, let's do some of the hair. Now this character here has a little curly hair, so we'll make sure when you do the lines for the hair, just little waves down, go from the top to the bottom, just little waves, so that can give it that idea of the wavy hair and the long hair this character has. Now let's find out the nose. Okay, the nose on this guy, we're gonna put, now for this particular sketch, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the right side of the face, if you're facing the page, the right side. We're gonna do some shadows in there. That's why I made that little kind of triangle there on the side. Now let's do the eyebrows. Now this character, it's it's a little different than the other characters I've been doing, for the simple reason that the eyebrows are a little thicker, the wavy hair, so those are the main features of this character. So remember, when you're doing a character, make sure that you know the character. If you don't know the character too well, do some research on it and make sure that you pick on the main features of the character. Like in this case, this strong, thick eyebrows and the wavy hair are very important features for his face, and those are the ones that you want to utilize to bring out the character. Now let's see, we're gonna put some shadows on the eyes. By the way, guys, that background noise, that's my bird, PG. He's keeping me company today. He's a very happy bird. So and like I said before, art is having fun. It's about having fun. It's about being happy. You know what? And do your thing. So let's put some lines here, so we can make the features of this face. Now, don't forget, we are doing a series of the Justice League characters. This is one of them. Definitely like this character. We're gonna continue with this series until we are done with all the characters from this amazing movie. Definitely all these characters are great. There's a lot to them. They're action heroes, and who doesn't know these characters, right? Okay, so let's put a little lines in here. Really cool. Okay, give it that expression that he's like making a little like an expression of meanness. That's a mean character. Mean but good, brother. So now let's do the nose. Now this nose, as you can see, it's not your common straightforward nose. I did a little bit of curve there to give it that feature. His nose is not it's not a straight nose. It's a little curved, a little different. You always try to make characters different. Don't go by the basic format of the straight nose and the straight eyes. And do your own thing, man. I mean, don't be afraid to just put some of you into the art. Come out, be creative, man. That's how you learn, taking chances, and you have fun at the same time. So now let's make the ear. As you can see, I'm making the ears a little pointy here because that's what I want to do. That's what I like to do. That's what he inspires me to do. Don't forget, this is a water creature. This is a water guy, and we want to make sure that you put whatever you think it should be part of that. and that's what I think is part of that. For me, in my mind, in my head, this is what I see, this is what I imagine, and that's what I'm gonna put on paper, because that's my style, that's my thing. So we're gonna have this little, pointy ears in here. Okay, so let's do a little black in the back. Let's ink it. Like I always tell you guys, make sure when you inking from left to right. It's a lot easier when you do that for the purpose of YouTube and the videos that I'm doing, which is pretty much anywhere from 10 to 15-minute sketches. I try to ink as I go because I want to give the shape to the sketch, so that way when you guys see it, it makes sense, and it's not just a bunch of lines just thrown on paper. Usually, as you go forward, the sketch starts to take form. But if you ink the parts like I'm doing right now, you start seeing you're making more sense of what we're doing. Now, I do not recommend for you guys to do this. Sketch from left to right. Make sure you're wearing the cotton glove, so that way the sweat of your hands doesn't transfer into the paper and doesn't ruin the sketch for you. Now, as you can see, we're gonna make a lot of lines, wavy lines around there, one on top of the other one. Don't be afraid. And also throw lines on top of his eyes, on top of his face. Try to make it more realistic. Don't forget, that's the way it is. I mean, hair, you cannot control it sometimes, especially cool looking hair like this guy, you know what I mean? So let's throw some hairs in there. Let's throw some wavy lines, and that will give you that effect that he has, this wavy long hair, and make him look cool. Here, let's put a little bit of dark. Don't forget all the sections that I'm putting excess to. Those are the bigger sections that I have to ink, and I will ink that later on. So we'll go back to that. Like I said before, I want to make these videos anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes because of the swap, because we're doing this for YouTube, and I want to keep it as simple as possible. That way I can, give a couple of tips of the things that we do, and also because I want you guys to draw with me. Get some paper, get some pen, and do whatever I'm doing. That's the best way. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get. The more comfortable you're gonna be, and at the end, you know what? There's gonna be a time where you're gonna do your own thing without me being here in the on video. If you need to stop the video to catch up to me, I understand. Go ahead, do that, and then come back and press play so you can continue drawing with me. Sometimes it is hard to be watching the screen and also watching me draw, and at the same time you're drawing. It gets complicated, so take your time. Drawing is not about rushing. It's about taking your time and having fun. Now this guy has hair, so has a beard, has a mustache, and let's do some shadows on the lips, on the side. Let's do a little more expression here in the nose, so it looks like he's making like that mean face. Okay, let's ink this line here a little thicker because those are the lines of the faces, and we want those lines to stick out. Now let's do some shadows over here, and let's determine what we're gonna put more dark and what's gonna put a little lighter. There we go. Little excess here, so we can go back and ink that later on off camera. Okay, let's see. He has a nice strong bones on the sides of his cheeks, so make sure let's bring that out. Look at this. Okay, now for this character, the eyes that I'm doing and the nose and the ears are a little elongated, a little pointy, as you can see, because I want to give that expression different than the other characters. I want to make this character different. I want to try to stay as close as possible to his personality. Then at the same time, this is the way I see him. This is my expression of him. Everybody has their own thing, and they will draw him differently, but for me, this is the way I portray this character, and this is the way I have it in my head, and I want to put it on paper for you guys, and we can do this together. Now I'll leave a couple of excess here so we can go back and ink this. Look at that, even PG is happy about this character. He's happy making noise back there. Okay, so a couple of more hairs here, and let's do a little more expression. Okay, there we go. Now, as you can see, I am keeping my hand on top of my ruler. This ruler is pretty cool. I like it. I like to keep my hand on top of the ruler to prevent, putting my hand or my glove on top of the parts that I already inked, and I don't want to ruin this art. There is ways, however, to fix some mistakes, and I will teach you that as we go. As you can see, I already inked the darker parts, and now we're gonna do something different. You know what? Let's use a marker, a gray marker, and do some shadows into this character. You don't have to stay black and white. However, my channel is called Ink It, but we're gonna put some color into it. You know, and we're not gonna go crazy and put too much color, but just the basics. Like, you know, this gray right here, it doesn't stand out too much, so it's not gonna take away from the character, from what we're trying to do, and it's gonna look more like a shadow. Okay, so don't be afraid to try new things, different things. That's what this is all about. I want you guys to feel more comfortable, and you know, just put a little bit of you into it. Like I always say, I believe in you guys. I know you guys can do it. If I can do it, guess what? You can do it too. Okay, now we're gonna use this blue pen. You know why? Because don't forget, this is Aquaman, man. He's from the water. So let's put some drops of water around his face. The man is sweating, the man is ready. Don't forget, these guys are amazing and they fight crime. So my man is ready to fight crime. So he's ready for action. Look at that. We're gonna put some water over here, dripping off his face. There you go. Let's bring him to life. He's a water creature, so let's give him some water. Now let me put a couple of little hairs here. What we're doing right now is doing little lines, small lines, straight lines. Why? Because we want to give that effect that he has a little hairs growing. He hasn't shaved. He's a very manly character. The actor portrayed this character. That guy is huge, and you know what? We want to give him that impression that, you know, he's strong. He's ready to fight, and he has that strong personality. So let's put a couple of hairs here. Don't be afraid. Go right on top of the other one. Little lines, little lines, little lines. And he's almost ready. Look at that. Amazing what little lines can do, right guys? Okay, so we're gonna cut a couple of lines right here. Let's make that beard look better. Yep, here we go. We're almost done. And look at this. Okay, we are there. Not too hard, right guys? Well, thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. To see more videos of me drawing your favorite characters, click on the left. If you want to see my gaming channel, click on the right. Don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know what character you want me to draw next. For that, you need to leave it in the comments below. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.